Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial on how to use Python with Streamlit, okay? So those are very simple practices that we are going to do today, okay? So yeah, let's get started. So here we are going to use Python to solve problems, okay? So there will be practices followed by the solution that will be explained through a comment, okay? So here I'm going to import the used libraries. I have used also another one, but I put it on another thing. This one over here. So yeah, so only to show you that you can do that with Streamlit and Python. Okay. So I've imported Streamlit as st for a shortcut. Okay. So I won't write on every call Streamlit dot. So I will instead write only st dot, okay? And then I've imported the size library that stands for system to display the version of Python, okay? So it's different size from system, but it has some function that we are going to use today, okay? So let's dig into the first practice, okay? So on the first practice, we only display the word hello world on the page, okay? So here's the solution. Here, hello world. It displayed the hello world on the the window. Okay, so yeah, I wrote st.write hello world. So it would write for us on the window like that. This is the code version. If you want to show you over here, if you want me to show you, here is the code version of it. This is the code of all this page. All this page, this is the code of it. So as you can see here, the hello world is over here. So I wrote this code. This is how it has been written, and I will share with you the code over here on my GitHub and also a directory to have direct access to this web application, okay? So you will find that. So I've used st.write. So this one over here, I've used the code st.code and then followed by the code and then the language that I'm using, which is here Python. Okay, so this is the line of code that I've used. So this is the code that has been stored onto a variable, and then the language, this is Python. Okay, and those lines are written through this function called this st.write and those three under columns. Okay. So let's dig into the second practice. On the second practice, we will display hello. I'm born on the year 1997. You can do your date as you want. Okay. So yeah. So with the date number stored on another variable. So this won't be a string. So the date is on a variable, and then this on an STR by itself. So how we've done that, there is three possible ways, and maybe there is another one. Okay, so those are the basics. So here is the solution. As you can see here on the first solution, the date is different. The font is green, okay, but the string is black. So I didn't use here changement of a variable type. Okay, I didn't do anything. I just put it as it was, and it has been displayed. So I'm born on the year 1997. Welcome. And then here is another solution. I'm born on the year 1997. Welcome. So here, as you can see, it's a whole string. This one over here, there is an integer over here, but here it's a whole string. And on the third solution is the same thing as the second solution, but it has written differently. Okay. So let's see the solutions. So here I've stored the year into this variable called year 1997. And then on the first solution, I've wrote st.write. I'm born on the year column or comma year comma followed by welcome. Okay, so this won't change the variable type, but wrote it as it is. Those are the same function that we use it to use with Python. We use it to use print. Okay, so with print, it's the same thing. When you will use print, it will use the same thing as this, okay? With the function print, it is the same thing as streamlit.write, okay? Those are the same functions, the same thing. So over here, there's sc.write on the second solution I wrote, sc.write. I'm born on the year plus str. So I've changed it the type of the year. For me, it was an integer, and then I've changed it temporarily. It's not permanent. So if I check it back, it would still be an integer, okay? So it is a temporary changement, okay? I've changed it to an str and then plus welcome, okay? So this is how it was displayed, a whole string. So this over here is a whole string, okay? It's changing of strings, okay? And there is the concatenations over here. The plus sign means concatenation. So we are adding to the final string that will be written with this function, okay? So, and then on the last call, I've used the format function, okay? This is an abbreviation as an F, okay? Followed by a comma, and then I'm born on the year, uh, followed by also a comma, year, not a comma, this is an under column, year, and the under column. So the variable will be stored over here. I didn't tell you something. So over here, as you can see, we can use double comma. This is a double comma, and this is a double comma, okay? And over here, it's welcome. No, it's on this one. We use double comma and double comma, okay? And then here, one comma and one comma. So it is the same thing, okay? So over here, I didn't use double comma because of this. I am born. So I've done it on purpose to show you that is the same thing. So only be careful, okay? If you are using this one, if you are using one comma, you would have problems over here. So, but if you use both commas, you won't have problems, okay? So yeah, you can do it. So better use double comma, okay? Double comma is the best way, or you can use three double commas, okay? For this one over here. So here, as you can see, this is a text. You can write it that way. There is three under commas followed by three, and then you put your text over here on the thing, and then you will write only the code, so it will be ready to use, okay? And you can store this text on a variable and use it later on, so it will be the same thing. So yeah, we have done with the second practice, and now let's jump to the third practice, okay? So the third practice says display the used version of Streamlit and Python. So this is used pretty frequently to put all your things, okay, together on your final project. So you need to specify which version of Streamlit and Python you are using, or the libraries that you want, okay? So this is quite important task to do, to keep the readers informed of what you are doing and what you are using, okay? So here the used version of Streamlit is 1.11.0, and the used version of Python is 3.10.5. As you can see here, there's tags, and then the CPU used, okay, AMD, the version of no, not CPU, the version of your Python, okay? So it is 64 bits. So there is 32 and there is 64. So these are the material information, the operating system that you are using. So it's 64-bit, okay? Those are important information. And here's the code solution. So I've wrote sc.write. You use the version of Streamlit through this function called st dot under comma version under comma. This one will display this line of code, okay? And then there is the other function call to display the version of Python, okay? So we have called sys.version. As you may remember, we have imported over here sys, okay? So to use it later on. So we are going to use it right now. So the used version of Python is plus through concatenation. So this will be returned for us a string. So there's no need to change the format. Also, this one over here, the st.version, will return a string. So we don't need to change the format to a string, okay? And now let's jump to the fourth practice. So on the first practice, there's this display of the time, the current time and date. Okay, this is also an important thing. Okay, to know the current time and date, and this can be in real time. Okay, so I didn't want to make it harder for you to understand. I kept it as simple as possible. We can make this second by second update. Okay, and it would change as times goes by. Okay, so how I've done that, the current time is, as you can see here, if I reload the page, it would change over here. As you can see, there is 11, and now there is 13, and now there is 15. As you can see, as I reload the page, it would change. So let's do it another time, and now 25 seconds. So yeah, how I've done that. There is the import date time. We can do it later on. It's not only on the top over here. As you can see over here, there is streamlit and sys on the top, but we can also do it at the bottom to import the, but it is best to use it all the importations from all what you want, and you need to put it on the top, so it will be faster, okay? And yeah, it won't take a lot of time. So you should know what you are going to do, okay? This is a very important thing. If you don't know what you are going to do, you are going to import a lot of things later on. Your code will be not stable, okay? No one will understand it, okay? There will be problems. So better to put all your code into one place on the top of it, okay? And then from that you will start. And also you need to organize yourself and the work that you are going to do, okay? It should be written down, and the tasks should be known, okay? There is some application that you don't know, but you keep adding, okay, to those information to build something that a lot of people can rely on and can read it back and understand, and also add to it and perform it better, okay? So how I've done the display of the current date is, how I've done that, I've imported the datetime library, okay, and then I've put the datetime, uh, I've called it datetime.datetime.now to give us the current date and time, okay? So, and then I've stored into a variable called current time and date. But the current variable time and date is not a string, okay? It is a format date, so it's an object. So I need to change the format spontaneously, okay? It won't be permanent through this encapsulation of str. So I've called it str. I've wrote st.write. The current time and date is plus str under underscore current time and date, okay? So, and it's working just fine. So let's try something, and try it with the comma. So over here I would change it to the comma, okay? Let's try it. Will it work or not? So guess, will it work or not? And put it on the comments, okay, if you want. So let's see the differences, if it changed it or not. So yeah, as you can see, as I've told you later on, it changed, okay? So you can use the str to put it on a whole string, and you can keep it as it is, only by doing the comma over here. So when I changed it, I didn't make a concatenation, and it worked just fine. Okay, so I will keep it str. As you can see, if I reload the page, and it changed, it was green and now it is black. So yeah, it is the same things, okay, that with the print function of Python. So yeah, I will put all the links, okay. I will import this web application to Streamlit, and I will put the link down the description, also the code for all this page. So all the code I will share it with you on my GitHub. You will find the link on the description. Okay. So yeah, this is it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye. I will doing, by the way, practices. Okay. I will doing practice on a regular basis with Python and Streamlit, and doing some interesting stuff. So it would be great if you subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching, and bye bye.